All right, another way of solving quadratic inequalities is by using number lines, just like in absolute value inequalities. So same step one, we ignore the inequality sign, okay? We ignore it until later. The inequality sign, Okay, so what that means is I'm going to say 5y squared plus 6y is equals to 8. Moving 8 to the other side, like with all quadratics, you're going to get this, minus 8 equals to 0. Factorize it. Okay, so this gives me 5y and y. This is 2, this is 4. I want positive, so this is plus, this is minus. Therefore, y equals to 4 on 5, and y equals to negative 2. There we have the two key values. Okay, these are the key values that you will need to test. Step 2. Just like in absolute value inequalities, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a number line and then test the regions. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a number line and put the key values on it, which is negative 2 and 4 on 5. Okay, then what happens is I'm going to say, okay, well, these two values divides the number line into 3 regions, 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to pick out 3 values, 1 in each of this region, and put it back into the original inequality and test it. So my choice, I'm going to choose negative 10 here. I'm going to choose 0 here, and I'm going to choose 1 here. Okay, whatever you want to do, as long as it's within that region, we're okay. Now, to test region 1, when x equals to negative 10, I want to see if the variable here is not x, the variable here is y, isn't it? So when y equals negative 10, I want to see if 5y squared plus 6y is greater or equals to 8. That was the original inequality. Substituting y equals to 10, you get 5 times by 10, negative 10 squared, which is 100. Okay, plus 6 times by negative 10 is greater or equals to 8. Then we've got 500 minus 60 is greater than or equals to 8. Absolutely, so that is correct. Okay, so I do want that region. For region number 2, I want when y equals to 0. That means 5 times by 0 squared plus 6 times by 0 is greater than 8, greater or equals to 8. So you get 0 is greater or equals to 8. No, that does not work, so I don't want this region. Finally, let's test region number 3. I want to know if when y equals to 1, if 5 times by 1 squared plus 6 times by 1 is greater or equals to 8. Here you get 5 plus 6. Is that greater or equals to 8? Well, is 11 greater or equals to 8? Yep, so I do want this part. So what that means is the solution is when this on the left-hand side, because I do want it, and on the right-hand side of this key value, because I do want this region. Now, pay attention over here that the inequality is inclusive, so your solution has to be a closed circle because I do want to include these two. All right, so therefore, what is my final value? I want y is less or equals to negative 2 and y is greater or equals to 4 over 5, and that is the end of this question.